Yo, the Takeaway Podcast is designed to educate and uplift outside the realm of the pulpit. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time.
And while y'all at it, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I want you to be the first to be notified when we drop new content. And remember to hit that like button. It's free 99. Why not? And while you at it, share it. We want this to get out to Lottie Dottie and everybody.
So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing? It's you know who I am. It's Pastor Jay, and we're here with the Takeaway Podcast. I'm so excited about today. It's crazy. I'm so excited. And but before we jump in, I really want you to comment, like, subscribe, share on whatever platform you are watching or listening today. I want you to go ahead and please like, comment, and share. We're going to be talking about some information that is life-changing, changed my life. And today, as you're liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and all of that good stuff, I have with me Kimberly Torres, okay? I call her Dr. Kimberly Torres, but she's a nurse practitioner. You're my nurse practitioner. You're my doctor. You're the person I see and have been with for some years.
Yeah.
And welcome to the Takeaway Podcast.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. It's been a long time coming. But
we've been talking about it for a long time, but it's for here.
Yes,
it's happening,
yes,
so that's good.
Yes, we made it to the couch. So
we did, to the couches.
Yeah, so I could do a bunch of introductions and all that kind of stuff, but I'll say from the beginning, I'll say that your direction changed my life. As it relates to diabetes and as it relates to managing things, like what got you, how did you get here? How did you get to BHA? How did you get to your specific role there? What does that look like? What is that called?
Sure. So, man, I got into healthcare to help people, right? I felt like that's been my calling my whole life, take care of people. My mom went to nursing school as a single mom in high school, and I was like, that's going to be my jam one day. Became a nurse, went back to NP school, did family medicine. I've been at BHA coming up on 10 years. And about 5 years ago, well, let's rewind. About 8 years ago, I was like, okay, God, what are you doing with me? I don't know if this is for me, right? Because this is hard stuff. And so God's like, just sit down. You're supposed to be here. I'm like, okay, I'm going to sit because you told me to sit, which is not easy. So fast forward a couple years later, middle of COVID, I get paired, or my boss walks by and says, hey, we have an endocrinologist who wants to work here. Would you mind helping her out? It's like, sure, let's do it. So that was divine. Endocrinologist. So she specializes in all things hormones, right? Diabetes being one of those, but all kinds of things. Thyroid. Yeah, you're going to take me back. So let's speak. Rewind it a little bit. So she specializes in all things diabetes and thyroid and pancreas and adrenals and a little bit of everything. So about 5 years ago, she started, and I thought, okay, God, this is where you're going to have me. So been kind of mentored by her for about the last 5 or 6 years. About 3 years ago, we said, man, we just have too many patients and not enough time for her. She was there, one day a month, up to 4 days a month, and we just didn't have the capacity for her to see all the people, right? So then that kind of broke off the diabetes management program, which is what I do primarily. I have a very small panel of primary care patients, but the majority of what I do, you made the cut.
Yeah, I made the cut.
Barely, but you made the cut.
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard.
Yeah, so a little bit of undercover primary care, but mostly what I do is some of our advanced diabetes management. So super complicated patients with diabetes, comorbid conditions, meaning they have other problems other than diabetes. Diabetes can be managed by primary care, right? We have a lot of great primary cares in the community, have no problem, but then it gets next level and they need a little extra TLC, and that's where kind of the team that has grown at BHA, that's where it started, and that's how I ended up here, and it's become my passion since then. So I love my primary care peeps. I couldn't give them up. That was my caveat to my boss I'll do this, but I can't give up all my people.
Yeah, I try not to make you look too bad. I try to do what I'm told.
You check the boxes. You do the things for the most part.
Yeah. So it's like so you became passionate about this particular work and it affects a lot of people
Yeah.
in our community.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and are you countywide or are you central specific?
Yeah. So BHA is countywide, and so I started in Rockledge, and then I heard a story about a woman who took a $70 cab to see me from Palm Bay.
Wow.
And that's when my travel journey started.
Yeah.
So then we
Yeah.
were going to Palm Bay once a week for a while, trained up a nurse practitioner there. She's kind of taken over South County. We have a nurse practitioner now in Melbourne, has taken up that county, and now I'm mostly Rockledge and North, so I go to Port St. John. Trying to get access where access is needed, meet the people where they are to give them the care that they need. Gotcha. So full county now between me and a couple people on the team.
You said your mom was, or went to nursing school.
She did.
Single mom.
Yeah.
Talk about that. Like that was.
Yeah.
That's something to brag about. Like
it's pretty cool. So she worked in the blood bank overnight as a lab tech for years growing up, and I think that was a lot of overnights, a lot of emergency on call, and she decided, I need something a little bit more consistent. And so kind of watching her go through the process, because nursing school's hard, man. And watching her struggle through that and see that, she has since remarried, but watching her, show what it means to take care of herself and to take care of others and prioritize that was really cool to see. And that was kind of my inspiration.
Gotcha. So do you have other siblings or?
I do. I have a younger brother who's a firefighter paramedic for the city of Rockledge. Okay, cool. And so we cross paths when we called 911. We try not to cross paths, but we do.
Now, are you from Rockledge?
I'm from O'Galley, Melbourne.
Okay.
I went to O'Galley High School. I went elementary, middle school, and high school in the county. Moved away a little bit for school, but then had children and moved back because we decided we needed our parents.
Yeah.
Or my parents, rather.
Yeah. That's awesome. And I know you have sons.
Yep.
Right?
I have a son and a daughter.
Son and a daughter.
Yep. Yep, so I have an 11-year-old daughter who's in 6th grade and a 8-year-old son who's in 3rd grade. So they keep me pretty busy.
I bet.
Yeah, good busy.
And work.
And work.
And changing lives.
Trying.
You know, I think about, you can tell when someone does something for a paycheck or to check off a box.
Yeah.
Or somebody does something because they genuinely care. And they're concerned.
That's fair.
And by the way that you cared for me and are still caring, sometimes tough conversations, sometimes suggestions and say, hey, you should be doing this, right? And then saying, you'll do fine, let's do it. And those changes have helped me tremendously, right?
Yeah, you've done strong work.
Yeah. But I didn't change like one thing. I had to change a lot of things to, and like when people are, this is my journey. I don't know about all people. So I got told I was fat, and I just got told, I got told I was feeling weak one day and I went to the fire station and I found out that my blood sugar was like off the roof. I don't know what blood sugar is. It's different people with diabetes in my family, but nobody talks about it.
Of course.
So you still cook the same, eat the same, live the same, and pray and expect to be healthy. We're both people of faith.
Yeah.
So so you pray and you want to be healthy, but
sure.
My works is not lining up to the faith that I say I have. Only to find out a week later that I have diabetes. They gave me a stack of papers and
said good luck and Godspeed.
A bag of pills.
Yeah.
A stack of papers and a bag of pills about something that I found out later many people in my family are dealing with, but nobody talks about.
Yeah.
And even I went through other people before I met you, and it was never the educational part. It was never and not knocking anybody. I'm just saying it was never the education and sitting and listening and asking. Within that short amount of time, it's just different. Like what's your secret sauce? Because you got it. I mean, like I can tell that you care.
Yeah.
And I think that aspect, and then bringing education, it makes people want to. And I know it's my life, and but it makes people want to move a little different.
Yeah. Man, I got so much to say about that, but I'm gonna start with there's a ton of people living with diabetes. Yes. About 11% of the population. It's expected to triple by 2050. And 4 out of 10, so 40% of people don't even know. They're like you, walking around, feeling great. Nobody's told them they should be looking for this. They're feeling good. And so I think that's the hard part is when it happens, I call it kind of a flick in the forehead of, hey, you got diabetes.
Flick in the forehead.
Flick in the forehead. Sometimes we all need those. I get those in the forehead too. Right? A flick in the forehead to say, hey, you got diabetes. Here's some meds. And I see the long-term complications of that, and we're missing the mark when we're waiting until the complications, right? We need to be ahead of it at day one. What is diabetes? Why do we care? What does it feel like? Sometimes feels like nothing, right? You feel good, you're walking around. Sometimes you're dizzy, thirsty, hungry, but it's kind of silent, right? But it's really dangerous, right? So we worry about the silent killers, right? High blood pressure, diabetes, where you can walk around and feel fine, and actually we give you meds and then you feel worse.
Yes.
Because your body doesn't know that this is quote unquote normal.
Yes.
And so secret sauce is one, I love to educate. I think that's the root of all illnesses is teaching people why. Because I'm a why person. I'm gonna do this, but tell me why. Right? And so why do I care? Well, you care because these are the long-term complications, right? And what can I do? Because everybody feels helpless, or a lot of people feel helpless of like, I'm just doomed, right? These are my numbers and they're terrible, and so it's very, very complicated. It's way more complicated than I just had too much sugar and now my sugar's high. And people kind of just say, give up ice cream and you're gonna be fine. And sometimes it's that easy, but sometimes it's not. Yeah, so I've seen really the end result of a lot of this disease process, and that's what spurred education. And so about 2 years ago, we decided as an organization that really that's where we wanted our focus to be is teaching people about diabetes. And so we developed what's called Diabetes Self-Management Education and Support, DSMES, which is like a formal diabetes
you said
class.
That really fast.
I know.
Like, did you rap before you started?
I mean,
nurse practitioner?
Don't tell my secrets. It's possible.
Because that was just bars right quick. So
because I talk about it.
DS. So what it was?
DSMES.
Okay.
Diabetes Self-Management, because really we want to teach you how to take care of your diabetes. You see me 4 times a year. If you're behaving. If not, I'm seeing you more. But diabetes self-management education. We want to educate you and support you about how to make these decisions and changes at home in your everyday life.
Okay.
And so really that's the root of what we're doing. Medications are important, obviously. I do what I do, but really it's teaching you the who, what, where, when, why, how to use these, when not to take them, which is huge, and we don't always remember about that.
Man, I was so overwhelmed. I was so overwhelmed. It took a team. It takes a team to win. It takes a team to win. I had a nurse that goes to my church that was, to help me with stuff. I had you, I had Marcia making meals for so long because my life is fast and crazy, making meals a couple times a week. Like I had people with healthy snacks in the office around me. Like it takes a team. Yeah. And things don't change without the right team.
True story.
You gotta have you're only strong as your team. And so I was overwhelmed. Like reading the back of labels and various things like that. So how does the system you just called, like how does that work?
Yeah. So just like diabetes is caused by a little bit of everything, we talk about a little bit of everything, right? Okay. It's how you move your body, the physical aspect. Yep. It's what you put in your body, the labels, what you're eating, what the plate looks like. It's the medications that you take. It's how you sleep. It's how you take care of your emotions, right? It's a little bit of everything.
It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's a little bit of everything. And it's paying attention too, right? Studying your body. Studying your body. Studying your body. Yeah. So how does a person plug into that? Do you guys go out in the community, or this is all in-house? How does that work? Yeah.
So for right now, it's all in-house. We have over 7,000 patients just within our organization living with diabetes that we know of, right? Because we think 40% don't even know. Now we should be screening. Everybody age 35 and above should be screened for diabetes, even if you have no family history, right? And
that's good to know.
Yeah, right? I thought I'd throw in some facts in there, but 35 and above, you should be screened every 3 years for diabetes, even if you don't have a family history. If you're overweight, if you got a family history, that should start earlier, right? And that's a finger poke test in your office. So right now we're focused on in-house. People with super high A1Cs, people who don't get their A1Cs checked, who don't come back, and that's really how we're targeting.
And you guys, I mean, I don't know, I don't want to be politically correct, I'm not political, but I will say, but the target audience is mostly people that are under a certain
underprivileged, right? So we do, of course, see patients with insurance, but the majority of our population are considered underinsured or completely uninsured, and that is absolutely our target population.
And I know I have a couple of different insurances, but I come because you're there. like
the live entertainment.
Yes. I mean, like Kim's there, so I mean, as long as Kim, I'm going right there. I don't want nobody else, right? Because she gonna tell me when she with me when I'm right, and you with me when I'm wrong.
True story.
Telling me you wrong. Yeah. So yeah, that's unique. That's rare. So there are 3 of you in the county.
Yeah.
Or 4.
3.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 3. Okay, so there's our endocrinologist, and then there's 3 nurse practitioners at Brevard Health Alliance that specialize in diabetes. And then we also have on our team, we have a dietitian, we have a full-time diabetes education nurse, and we have a clinical pharmacist. Okay. So again, just like you, just your care, it's a team approach.
Yes,
it's a little bit of everybody doing their part.
I really don't have to go anywhere else. It's like it's kind of all there. I mean, like
So we try to spread it across the community. One of the things that we're doing is virtual classes, right? Because getting physically to a place can be hard, but then technology is hard for people. So we do have live classes and virtual classes. Okay. You get a little bit of all my lectures because I helped with those things, so I don't send you very far.
Got you. So as someone that's dealing with it, overcoming, winning, and then family members, like what should the message be? Like what should that look like? How can I share or utilize resources that I've gained from you guys to help others? Like I'll give you an example. So don't know at this time of anybody in my family that suffered from prostate cancer. But another one of those killers that's all over the place that men are dealing with, men of color, men period, are dealing with. So I bumped into a training with the Mayo Clinic. Became a cancer advocate. Since then, I've now did a couple talks about it, but then I went myself, and then I brought the Mayo Clinic to our church.
Right.
And they, signed up over 20 people to be cancer advocates. So the question I'm making is, so now the Mayo Clinic is helping us to share information, not to become, people who know it all, but to share certain information about what's going on. So, so how can we partner with you all, or what are some things you would tell a family member or somebody? Like, I think that's 2 questions in one.
Yeah, that's right. So I would say go to your provider, whoever that is, right? Nobody wants to go. It ain't Disney World. That's what I tell people. I don't want to be here. You're right. It ain't Disney World. We don't want to be here, right? This stuff isn't fun, but it's super important, right? Because it's not about, being comfortable. It's about knowing your symptoms, even if you don't have symptoms, knowing your numbers, and notifying your family when you have that history. It's kind of cliche to talk about it, but it's getting better. It was worse, like in our parents' day and age, nobody knew what anybody had. But it's really important to be transparent, I think, in your journey, because everybody has struggles. Nobody is perfect at it. And I think that's my favorite part about the group classes, is everybody sharing their struggles and encouragement with each other. I didn't think about doing it that way. And I think that's my favorite part. One of the team members is out right now, so I get to teach group classes again. And it's like my favorite. I'm like, let's talk about it. What's been hard this week? And so I would say, get your numbers checked, right? And then talk to your friends and family about it. I mean, a lot of people wear sensors now, and so that's kind of a red flag giveaway that either they're on a health journey, because they use those for that as well, but about blood sugars. And just being aware. I think awareness. I think health fairs are good too. But specifically, over 35 without a family history, making sure you're getting something called your A1C checked would be huge.
And we live in a world full of technology too, where people, you're telling somebody something, they Googling it.
Oh, yeah.
They checking it
Rightfully
out.
so. I tell people all the time, fact check me.
Yeah.
Right? Go home, do your research. Here's what I'm thinking. This is what I want to do. I told a young lady this morning, she said, I don't want to do that. I said, okay.
Yeah.
You know, this is your journey. I'm a tool you get to use. Here's my buffet of options. Here's what I'm thinking. Go home and look it up. Let's talk about it in a couple weeks. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not here to beat people over the forehead other than you.
Yeah, it's happening.
Because you get the family discount. But everybody else is like, hey, this is what we should be doing. This is what I recommend. But at the end of the day, this is the patient's journey and what they make of it. Just like anything in life.
And it is a journey.
It is.
It is a
There's no finish line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a constant.
I had to stop. Like, I was going to the gym but wasn't getting any better.
Yeah.
Like, I was checking off boxes, but I wasn't getting any better.
Yeah.
I had to, hey, you need to do a little more cardio.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to do a little bit of this. Hey, you need to drink more water.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to
Again, back to it's a little bit of everything, right? So it's moving your body 150 minutes a week in a perfect world, right? That's 3 days a week cardio, 2 days a week strength training. It's watching carbohydrates and sugar. A lot of people find a lot of sneaky sugar and carbohydrates in their beverages. They say, oh, I eat fine, but I drank a Frappuccino on the way here. And it's like, well, that's why your sugar's 400, right?
Yeah.
But it's sneaky. People don't think about that. They think about rice and potato and bread, right? Which aren't the enemy. We don't give those things up. We just have them in moderation, right?
She helped me with that too.
Yeah.
Because she was like, dude, eat you some pizza.
Eat the pizza, but just take the meds.
Yeah, and don't eat, the
whole pizza.
The whole pizza.
Maybe like a slice or two.
Yeah. So it was grace.
Yeah.
It was grit and grind. It was, making minor adjustments and
Well, I tell people it's the journey, it's progress, it's not perfection, right?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna purge my kitchen, I'm gonna restock. Nobody can afford that.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Yeah.
And that's not the way change is made.
Yeah.
I struggle with one thing. Maybe it's sweet tea. Great.
Yeah.
This week I'm gonna make it half and half.
Yeah.
And when that isn't a struggle anymore, I'm gonna add the next thing.
Yeah.
Right? So what everybody's household, every human struggles with a different part. Maybe it's diet, maybe it's exercise. Pick one thing. Get it under your belt and then move on.
See, that's what you give me. See, that's what I'm talking about.
You don't want to do it all at once
because
because then you can't keep up with it. You do it for a week and it sounds great, and then you eat the whole pizza on Saturday. Eat the pizza, right? But if you look at your plate, eat the pizza. I'm not giving up the beans and rice because Gabby, he cooks good. I'm not giving it up. But I'm gonna have a smaller portion.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna eat a large salad.
Yeah.
It's about balance, right? It's not about omission. And a lot of people focus on, well, I can't have and I can't have and I can't have. Okay, let's rewind. What can you have?
What can you have?
Yeah, eat the fruits and vegetables. Eat the lean meats, right? Have some good protein. Have the carbohydrates. Try to make it fit in the palm of your hand. But my little man, that's not his rice serving. His rice serving is this, right? So maybe we're having pizza, but we're having a large salad on the side. So it's about balance and not complete omission, because then that's all we think about, right? Is that pizza. It's a marathon.
I know.
That's the analogy everybody uses that. Progress, not perfection.
Yeah, progress.
It's not something that happens overnight.
Yeah. And it's like I was eating myself to death.
You can't outwork out a bad diet, right?
Yeah.
You can't outwork out a tub of ice cream.
Absolutely.
Right? So
Absolutely.
it is balance. Again, it's a little bit of everything. It's sleeping good, taking care of your mental health, being physically active, eating a little bit better, and progressively making those more intense.
Do you see like some stuff out there where it's just like too much, like organic this and organic that, and it's I mean, like how far is too far? I mean, because you said it's progress, not perfection.
Yeah.
What I'm big on is consistency.
Yeah.
Right? Like I need to be consistent.
Yeah. What's
right?
sustainable?
Yeah.
Organic is expensive.
Yeah, organic is
sometimes
expensive.
even fresh is expensive.
Yeah.
So right?
Yeah.
My patient
everything really expensive.
Well, true story.
I mean,
everything's
we
expensive.
Just pay for what
We're just trying to make
it.
it correct. We prioritize what's important to us, but that's a whole nother soapbox.
Yeah.
But so maybe fresh vegetables aren't in the budget. Could we do frozen?
Yeah.
Right? If we can't afford frozen, then let's go canned, but let's rinse them off real good because they have a ton of salt, bad for the blood pressure.
Yeah.
Right? So it's about finding where you fall on that spectrum of health and doing the best you can with what you got.
Something weird happened today, and I want to ask you about. I mean, it wasn't super weird. So I went to the pantry this morning, and I know it was probably my mom because Lois wouldn't buy Shout out to wifey. Ooh. So
Hi, Lois.
hey. So because I know I Lois shops in Boston. So my mom, she lives with us, and she's with us, and I'm so happy that she's back and with us. But my mom, she bought some green beans, right? The green beans were not in the refrigerator. They were in like this wrap thing, almost like a almost like the stuff with where you peel the top off.
Thing.
Yeah, and they say that they're microwavable, and that they can be microwavable, or you can serve them room temperature.
Huh.
And I'm like, I'm seeing it, and it's like the kid that do the mac and cheese, add a little water to it, and you put it in the microwave. But you don't add water to it. It's like green beans, pre-seasoned, in a thing. Like I don't want to eat them like that. I mean, and I love green beans, but like they're coming up with so many different ways of stuff with food. It's like that was weird. That happened this morning.
It's different.
Yeah,
it's different. Worry about the pre-seasoned, right? Because it's got a lot of salt. I know we're talking about sugar, but salt is sneaky too, right? So things in cans, they last forever. They don't expire for a couple years because they're preserved with sodium salt most of the time. So. Yeah, I'd have to look.
It's not in a can. It's in one of those peel off deals.
Yeah,
it was. I ain't never seen nothing like it before in my life, and I was
but if that's the only way you're going to eat green beans,
then get it in.
Then maybe do it.
Yeah. You can't just. And what I'm taking from this conversation, and then I take from many of our conversations, like you dealing with diabetes, you just can't deal with diabetes. You have to deal with all of the other. You got to think about your heart.
Well, and I think, correct. So, and I think that's what the sneaky part about diabetes is, and I use this analogy a lot, is if you broke your arm and I wasn't fixing you, you'd be like, Miss Kim, what's the deal? I'm still broken. But diabetes, I'm the annoying thing. I'm the throb in the arm saying, hey, we're not right. Hey, it's easy to ignore. When life gets busy, I'll deal with that later, I'll deal with that later, I'll deal with that later. Sometimes I'm the most annoying thing about diabetes, and I'm okay with that, right? Because we know long term, that broken arm may look funny, but it ain't gonna kill you. But we know diabetes over time affects every blood vessel in your body. So it increases risk of heart attack and stroke and kidney disease and blindness, right? All kinds of complications. And so that's heavy for a lot of people. It's very overwhelming. And there's, all kinds of studies on diabetes distress, meaning I'm just literally stressed out from diabetes.
It's a lot of people that I do at funerals that died with diabetes type symptoms. They're like, well, what was wrong? Was he sick?
Yeah.
And before you know it, right, it's like they cutting off toes. And,
Yeah, and it's easy to ignore until there's a permanent complication. And that's the hard part, is some people's first symptoms are those permanent complications. That's why, unfortunately, we have to go hunting for it, right? Get those screenings, not just wait till the symptoms occur, because by then we might already have complications.
It's easier to ignore until we get the permanent complications.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. I could tell you.
That's a sermon right there, girl. You pretty.
I'm coming to that one.
Yeah, you rapping and preaching and nursing. See, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yes, for real.
No, because I have a patient who I saw for years. We got to do something. She came in, she had a stroke. She's crying, I'm so sorry. Don't be sorry to me, right? Like, this stinks because now we got this permanent complication we're still coming back from 3 years later.
Explain the stroke part to me. I mean, why would somebody with diabetes have a stroke?
So blood is in every cell of your body, right? And when the blood sugar is high, every cell in your body has, you think granulated sugar, super sharp, right? So now we got these sharp shards running through every cell of your body, and it's causing baby nicks, almost like sandpaper on blood vessels. And then your body, let's pretend we got a blood vessel in the brain, and your body is fixing the scrapes, fixing the scrapes like a scab. And guess what? We've cut off blood flow. And that can happen anywhere. It can happen in your eyes, right? Retinopathy. Diabetes is the number one reason people in this country go blind now. It can cause a stroke. It can cause a heart attack because we do this microscopic damage. Now give yourself high blood pressure, and now we're shooting the sandpaper against the blood vessels, right? We're making that sharp shards rub harder on the inner part, the endothelial lining of the blood vessels, right? And so it can affect everything, right? It kills nerves. People got numbness and tingling in their feet, right? Why? Because we're sanding down those nerves. They're not working the way they belong.
And over time,
it's slow and steady. It's like erosion. It don't happen overnight. It's a slow, steady erosion of those blood vessels and that chronic inflammation that causes those issues. And it's sneaky.
Yeah. And you're like, he had a stroke.
Yeah.
She had a what?
Like, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
They were fine, and then they weren't, right?
Is that how it happens? Like, they were fine, and then they weren't, huh?
Oh, yeah. A lot of times.
They didn't wake up thinking they was going to have a stroke
that
day.
Oh, no. Nobody plans it, right? Nobody plans it. Well, I feel fine, Miss Kim. I feel fine. I don't want to do that. That's the goal. Yeah. We want you to keep feeling fine. If you don't feel fine, we miss the boat, right? We miss the complication. We miss prevention, right? And that's the hard part is it's easy to ignore, and life gets busy for all of us. But if you had a broken arm, you'd be like, why aren't you doing nothing, right?
Yeah, I like to think this year, I've taken this year and really backing up a little bit. So, the things I've talked about this year are personal, and I feel not personal just like diabetes something I've dealing with, but it's personal in the fact of it affects my congregation.
Sure.
I pastor not just the members of my church, but I'm a community pastor. So I pastor people that ain't never coming.
Sure.
In.
That's the point.
They ain't never coming in.
Yeah.
Right? They
That's why you're going out.
Yeah. So I feel like it's such a disservice. And I'm a man of faith. I believe I'm a man of action. I'm a man of prayer.
Yeah.
But I believe you can only pray so much about diabetes if you're not, or certain things if you're not going to address it.
Yeah.
So
you got to have the faith and the work.
Yeah, to have the faith and the works.
Yeah.
And I think many people are praying for mama or daddy or themselves to get better, but if we're not having the conversations as people of faith, if we're not having the conversations in our community, first just talking about it, right? Yeah. And then bringing in professionals and others to help. It's like we only get one life.
Yeah.
And like I said before, I was eating myself to death, and God using me to get people closer to Him, and I was about to have to check up out of here. They was gonna cut my toe. They was gonna do this. I was scared of needles. It was a lot going on, and they started talking. What's that stuff? What's the stuff when the insulin and all of that? I'm not on that, but I'm just saying, like, so it took it's taking a team, but it's about education, but it's also about communication. Like it needs to be talked about, and I don't know when Diabetes Month is or whatever.
November.
It is. Okay. All right. But it's important.
It is.
It's important.
Agreed.
And it's important to talk about it and to get people around you talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, literally saves lives.
Yeah, saves
right?
lives. Yeah.
Not once they're in the hospital with a stroke, before then.
Yes.
Right? And there's nothing wrong with the prayer. Keep praying while you're doing the work.
Yeah.
Right? That's everything in life.
Yeah.
Keep praying while you're doing the work.
Yeah. And the work you're doing is valuable. Is very valuable.
Thank you, sir.
Is valuable to me.
Yeah.
Right. And so anybody that loves me, you need to love Kim. I mean, God,
you're stuck with both of us.
Yeah. And it's not anything to be ashamed of. It's something that we need to overcome.
Yeah.
You know Jesus, because you know the Lord. You know, Jesus healed people, like,
amen,
immediately, and then there are other people they didn't get healed immediately. He told them things to do. Go wash. Go put this over. Yep. Go
do
ahead
the
and
work.
rinse that out. So it's progress.
It is
process.
Yeah.
I say all the time that process guarantees progress.
Yeah.
You can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
In the midst of it, we become a pro, right?
Right.
So, yeah. And I think for me, it's not just, it is primarily you, but the whole team, the people I see before you get there, before you come in.
Yeah, I got the best crew.
Yeah. Shout out to the crew.
The crew.
Yeah, it's a mindset. It's an approach. And
it is.
I think people can already not feel educated, not know what's going on, not know how to feel in their body, and come with very mixed emotions, right?
Without a doubt. Or they've had bad experiences.
Yes.
Or grandma took insulin and then she had a stroke, right? So the preconceptions are huge too.
Yeah, and I think the team, I know I keep saying it, but I think that the team and your crew mentally being delicate and listening, and it goes a long way.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Right? Trying to meet people where they are. That looks different in every room I walk in. Sometimes it's tough love. Sometimes it's gentle, what's going on at home. It's not even about diabetes, right? Because if we're not eating, we don't got food, we don't have a safe place to stay, how are we going to talk about diabetes? This don't matter, right? And it's caring about the person, right? At the end of the day, care about the person, that'll come, right?
Jesus, all these people follow Jesus, but he made sure that he said, "Hey man, we gotta feed these people.
Yeah, they're hungry."
Disciples like, send them away. Ain't no Walmart, ain't no Popeyes, you know. So like, nah, you feed them. Sit down. Let's use what we have, and let's really do something with it. Were you that kid that you had the play nurse doctor deal when you was
without
a
a doubt.
Okay.
Without a doubt. Do my kids have it? Are we like brainwashing them?
Yes,
Also,
absolutely.
Yes. Also,
absolutely.
yes.
It's happening.
Also, yes.
Yes. What you thought?
What?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we know how to use all the equipment at home.
Okay.
It's gonna happen.
Okay. So you were. So this.
I am. My kids probably not so much, and that's cool.
Yeah. So this was a dream.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
You could tell.
Yeah. This is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Taking care of humans.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because I'm just gonna ask funny story. So what's your favorite music? What's your favorite
music?
Two songs.
Oh,
two songs.
Man. Right now?
And listen, it's no judgment. We've heard from Tupac, Lil Wayne to Harry Melvin.
Okay,
and the Blue Notes.
Remembering that I have an 8-year-old and 11-year-old at home.
Yes.
We love some Forrest Frank right now.
Okay. All right.
They love Forrest Frank. And who else the other one that we listen to? All Brandon Lake stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I played music in the car the other day, and it was 80s, and my son, he was playing on his tablet. He said, "Mommy, this music ain't about Jesus." And I was like, "Yes, sir. We're going to change the radio."
Excuse me.
He's like, "I don't know what this is about, but it ain't about Jesus."
I don't know what this is about, but
my husband looks at me, he's like, "We just got called out."
Okay.
So most of it is about Jesus.
Yes, about Jesus. Yeah.
There's no 80s, bring it back.
Yeah, ain't no 80s.
No, we're going, a lot of Brandon Lake, a lot of Leanna Crawford.
Yeah.
A lot of Forrest Frank. That's what my kids are into. You know, Elias is in hip hop class. So.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what you think it would be with my son.
Yeah.
So it's good though. It's good.
Okay. How long you been married?
15 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. March will be 16.
Okay.
So
March
about 15 and a half. March 28th.
Okay. We March 20th.
Ah, pretty close.
We March 20th.
But you've been married longer than me.
Yeah.
Just about a little bit.
Yeah. Just about 15 years. It's in March.
Yeah.
It goes by.
It does. It flies by.
It goes by. Yeah.
It's good stuff. That was the best.
Yeah. This has been so much fun today.
Yeah. I feel like this is our visit every time.
Yeah, they
chatting
really,
it up.
we really just put cameras up today for the visit.
Yeah,
we really just put
sounds
cameras
real.
up today. So I mean, because this is the Takeaway podcast, and we always like to take away something and lead. Diabetes Awareness Month, I guess, is in November. We've had this conversation today. It's really a journey about like having the right people to hold your hand or do life with you, and appreciating them. I don't flinch when it's time to go to the doctor, right? Because that's something I'm doing for me, right? I'm gonna go to the gym today. That's something I'm doing for me, right? And to manage me. And I wonder, what would you say to the people with the few minutes we have left, if you had to stare into the camera and just speak to them like you were talking to me on camera?
I would say definitely two things. One, see your provider. And 2, if you can't talk to them the way we talk, then maybe you need a new team member, and that's okay. It's not one size fits all like everything else in life. Go somewhere where you feel comfortable having hard conversations, because diabetes, all healthcare, can definitely be a hard conversation. And then find your crew and cheer each other on, because it's a team effort. Yeah.
And you said it's about progress,
not perfection. None of us are perfect, right? So we beat ourselves up for doing X, Y, Z.
That helps.
Great,
nothing.
Let's start over tomorrow, or let's start over right now. Right? Yep.
And
it's all
we beat
about
ourselves
progress.
up. It never even stops anything.
No, it doesn't do nothing.
It's been amazing, Kim.
Thanks for having me.
We got it in.
We did it after 3 years.
After 3 years.
At least.
At least. At least.
We've talking about it for 3 years at least.
Yeah. So please like, comment, subscribe, share. You gotta share this video, and we gotta get the word out. We gotta have those crucial conversations about what's happening in our community. It's affecting us all.
Yeah.
And when we are healthy, healthy people lead healthy organizations.
Absolutely.
Healthy people lead things. So in a way, when my health is in order, it makes everything I do.
You can do all the other hard things a little easier.
Yeah. Thanks so much. Until next time, we'll see you.